this really cool Chrome extension I found that's a utility tool called Table Capture. Table Capture allows you to select tables and export them to Excel, and uh, I find it to be a generally useful tool. So I'm helping a friend find used phones. Her phone broke and she needed a cheap phone to replace it. And I decided that I'm going to buy it on Swappa, which has phones that aren't broken. So going to their website, I noticed that they have phones, but they're not really sorted by price. I decided that I'm going to shop for Verizon, T-Mobile, and unlocked phones. And yep, none of these are sorted by price. And it looks like we have lots of pages of these. This is where table capture is really useful. Even though this is not a table, what I can do is open table capture on this element. I'm going to select its parent element until I get a whole bunch of rows here, which I'm going to break up into columns. And I can see that I have some columns here, but I can do something even better, which is I have a page table. So now I'm going to hit the second page, and it's going to go ahead and add all of these to my table, right? So it looks like I'm not getting any more prices, so this is where I'm going to copy my data and put it on a clipboard. I put it in Excel where I'm going to be able to sort these columns, but I noticed that there's a bunch that that don't have information, so I'm going to remove those. It looks like all of these are basically empty. So the next thing I'm going to do is go back to my list and now look at T-Mobile deals. Same process. I'm just going to table capture. Let's see. All right. I'm trying to select this element without really clicking into it. I guess that didn't work. Let me try again. This time I'm just going to highlight some stuff and see if that'll make it better. Alright, select parent. Great. Great columns. And go back to paged and go to the second page. Looks like this is the end of that, so I'm going to copy that to clipboard. And I'm going to put it in another sheet. I'll get them all in one sheet in the end. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out just a little. You see that from here is where I don't have anyone selling these phones, so I'm just going to delete those. Go ahead and do that for the unlocked phones. Same deal. Oh, old habits die hard. Table capture. Doesn't do it. Let's do that. And great. So now I have a whole bunch of phones that I can use. Looks like I've got 3 pages of phones. Yep, just about 3. So now I'm going to copy this out to my last sheet. Go to the end, remove these 2. And now what I can do is sort these phones to get a sense of what phones are on Swappa that are cheap. So if I go to data and select this column, do a sort, smallest to largest, expand selection, Great. So it looks like the Apple iPhone is pretty cheap in, this is unlocked. So it has a whole bunch of columns I don't care for. So maybe I'll take out the first column and just replace it with unlocked. And then expand that out. And join that with here, which I believe is T-Mobile. And here is Verizon. Great. So now what I can do is join these together in all. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it in all. Looks like it's okay. Great. Looks like all my prices line up. So now let's find out what's the cheapest phone. I'm going to select this. Sort. Alright, looks like T-Mobile has HTC HD2 for $25. Then I can sort of see which phones are cheap and go with a phone that is, I guess, newer and get a good deal on that. Great.